One of the guys in my band told me, man, I'm gonna have to bring you to a gospel concert. And he brought me to some of the gospel concerts, and I got to hear, you know, some of the great gospel singers, Clara Ward, the Mighty Clouds of Joy, the Soul Stirrers, the Five Blind Boys from Mississippi, the Five Blind Boys of Alabama with Clarence Fountain, and I saw Claude Jeter with the Soul Man, just tons of them. And so by my exposure to that, I could see where, you know, James Brown, Ray Charles, you know, that's where it all came from, the church. And it was an integral part of singing rhythm and blues, soul music like they call it, because it was mixed with gospel music that came out of the church. And the gospel and the blues live right next door to each other. And blues is a legitimate parent of all jazz. So, you know, blues, jazz, and gospel, the only three American forms of music, were incorporated into rhythm and blues, jazz, and popular music, what we call rock and roll. Well, rock and roll is just a phrase that was coined by Alan Freed, one of the famous disc jockeys. And before that, you know, they didn't call it rock and roll. But Alan Freed would give dances, and he would observe the undulations and gyrations of the hips and buttocks when these kids were dancing to this particular kind of music, you know, with the boogie woogie and but he said, it looks like they're rocking and rolling. So he called the music that the people danced to rock and roll music, and it stuck. And we still got it today, even though we took the roll part out and called it rock, because the rock and roll music became more cerebral in the 70s, and people were just like head banging, and the music became more cerebral and less rolling and dancing. So they just shortened it to rock music. And it was the hard rock, the soft rock, the sophisticated rock, and but you know, they took the roll out of it, and then, you know, then comes hip hop and rap. And rap was out here a long time before, because Bo Diddley was one of the first rap artists. And I had the honor and privilege of playing with Bo Diddley, and because Bo Diddley had a song called Say Man. That was one of the first rap records. And of course there was the Last Poets that came out of the militant music of the protest music that was some of the first rappers too. But Bo Diddley, he had a song called Hey Man, Say Man, and he would be rapping back and forth with Jerome, the guy who played percussion with him when he had the Bo Diddley Trio. And he was just back and forth ribbing the guy, you know. Hey man, I saw your old lady last night and she didn't have no hair on her head. He said,